What's going on, everybody? My name is Bobby, and I'm just another reactor here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reacting to Ozzy Osbourne and his new music video for the song Patient Number 9. And this is off of his upcoming album of the same title. But before I get to this reaction, I just want to remind you all to please subscribe to my channel and please like this video. And if you care to support my channel, there's a PayPal link in the description, or you can leave a tip through the Brave browser, which is a cryptocurrency browser. You can even donate through the Cash App using my email address, which is also in the description below. And you can even tip at my other channel at odyssey.com, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. But donations to my channel are not necessary. They're not required. You can watch my videos for free, but any support for my channel is greatly appreciated. Now, for those of y'all that may not know, if you're an Ozzy fan, in my reaction to Yoyoka, who's a little Japanese girl that does a drum cover of Ozzy Osbourne's Over the Mountain, if you want to hear my history with Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath, you can watch that video, plus just watching that Yoyoka playing Over the Mountain is worth it just in itself, even just watching her video. But if you watch my reaction to it, you can hear my history with Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. I don't want to go through that again here, but I've been a pretty big Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne fan since around 1980. That's actually a little late to become a Black Sabbath fan, but Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz was just starting out around that year. So anyway, I really liked most of Ozzy's solo albums when he first started out. Wasn't too crazy about The Ultimate Sin, but it was a cool album. Some of his albums later on were good. I wasn't too crazy about some of them, like the one with Miracle Man, and I can't remember the name of that album. But anyway, then No More Tears came out. That was really good. And I remember when Down to Earth came out, I was just thinking that he was getting too old and it probably wasn't going to be a very good album. I think he had a couple of albums after No More Tears and before Down to Earth, I believe it was, but I just didn't think Down to Earth was going to be very good. And it turned out to be one of my favorite Ozzy Osbourne albums. That album is just great. And then when Ordinary Man came out, again, I just wasn't sure. Like, God, he's getting up there in age. And that album just made me think, I'm never going to doubt Ozzy again. He could put out a so-so album, or he could put out a great album, because Ordinary Man was just in my opinion, a great album. I've heard mixed reviews on it by fans and stuff like that. Some people hated it, some people love it. I think it's a great album. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be the first song that I've heard from this new upcoming album. I have a feeling this is going to get blocked. I opened a couple of reactions to this song, paused it, and just kind of clicked through it, and noticed that some reactors it wasn't blocked, but other reactors had it playing, but it was real, the opacity on it was turned way down, which means you can see through it. And so I guess maybe some people got it blocked or just didn't want to take the chance. I don't know. So if this video reaction, hopefully it'll make it online. However, I have to post it. If it's got a watermark or it's the opacity is turned down or something, then you know that I previously tried to post it and it got blocked. But if it looks normal, then that means it didn't get blocked. Or maybe I put in a dispute and got it unblocked. But I just don't think the publishers or whoever owns the rights to Ozzy's music, I don't think they unblock videos. I'm not sure. But anyway, enough of that. Without further ado, this is my reaction to Ozzy Osbourne Patient Number 9.
Is there a way out of it? Hey, I love you with you.
Okay, before that next part, a few things I want to say here. First of all, this sounds really good. Again, Ozzy puts out another good song. His singing sounds great. One thing I didn't mention when I was introducing this song in this video is that two things here. I noticed when I was looking for this video that there's also a version on YouTube where I think it's just the album cover image on the video, no music video or anything. And that version is over 2 minutes longer, and it says it's the original length or version or something like that. So I'm guessing for the music video they shortened it or something. So after this reaction, I'm gonna watch that longer version, and I'll just pause this video, watch it, and then I'll record another section talking about how I liked it, how different it was from this shorter version, just so y'all can know, because I didn't want to react to both of them at the same time. That would just be really long. I do double reactions occasionally, but in this case, since it's just the album artwork, I didn't want to do that. So anyway, there's that. So if you haven't heard the longer version, maybe go take a listen. Another thing that I did mention was this song here is featuring Jeff Beck. Now in the Ordinary Man album, he had the song Ordinary Man that was featuring Slash. And I'm not a big fan of Guns N' Roses, not a huge fan of Slash, even though I do like that he sounds so unique. You know, when Slash is playing, you can tell it's Slash. Just like when Ozzy's singing, you can tell it's Ozzy. But I really liked Slash's solo on Ordinary Man. It sounded great. I mean, it fit that song perfectly. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Guns N' Roses, but they do have some really cool songs like Estranged and November Rain, a few others. Wasn't too crazy about the Welcome to the Jungle and Sweet Child of Mine. They're good songs, but I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan. But Jeff Beck, same thing. Growing up, I wasn't really a fan of Jeff Beck at all. Didn't really listen to much of his music. I was a young, metalhead, just wanted to listen to metal, and the little bit that I did hear of Jeff Beck here and there from other people just sounded like, I don't know, just rock or whatever. So anyway, he sounds good on here. He's got that good metal sound, and the thing I like about Ozzy using other guitar players now for his last album and this one is that, I love Zakk Wylde. The majority of Ozzy's music with Zakk Wylde is awesome. Black Label Society is great. Zakk Wylde is just an amazing guitar player and a pretty cool vocalist. But, you can tell, like Slash, that it's Zakk Wylde when he's playing. And it's just good to hear something different coming out of Ozzy's music where it doesn't sound like Zakk Wylde. Not that that's terrible, but just that it just sounds like Zakk Wylde. But yeah, this sounds good so far. And a while back I reacted to the latest Iron Maiden song, The Writing on the Wall. And the animation on that was similar to the animation on this. Don't know if it's maybe the same person that directed these videos or produced them or whatever. But yeah, it's cool so far. The song sounds great so far. Ozzy sounds great. I'll talk about something after my next pause or at the end of this song. There's one more thing I want to mention, but I want to listen to more of this, or I may just go to the end. his nose. Well, that was Ozzy Osbourne with Patient Number 9, the official music video featuring Jeff Beck. And man, that was a really cool song. It's got a catchy chorus, some catchy lines. This is going to be one of those songs that when you listen to more than once, it's just going to stick to your head, and seems like the lyrics are going to be fairly easy to memorize. It's really, really good song. And I like that it was a mix of live footage, or live, not like he's playing live, but like live action video footage and animation footage kind of mixed together. Really cool. Jeff Beck did an awesome job on that. That sounded great. I don't know who plays the bass and the drums on this, but that sounded good as well. I don't know if I know An Ordinary Man, the album, the guy that produced that album played a lot of guitar on it as well. I don't know if he's playing the rhythm guitar parts on this, but if he is, that sounds awesome as well. The thing that I was talking about in the previous pause that I wanted to talk about is, before I reacted to this video, I read some of the comments on it, and a lot of people talking about, of course, Ozzy's age and the fact that he probably, or some people think that they know that he uses auto-tune. And you know what? That's probably true. I saw a video a while back that somebody recorded when Black Sabbath was touring for their 13 album, and the End Tour, or whatever it was called. But it was cell phone footage, and Ozzy was kind of singing out of key. He's pretty old, and his voice probably isn't what it used to be, kind of like Paul Stanley of Kiss. They don't sing as well as they used to. So in the studio, they probably use a little bit of auto-tune, But even though I'm not familiar with auto-tune, I will say that what I do know about it, I think that the more you sing out of key, the more it's going to make your voice sound auto-tuned. It has some kind of weird, like kind of warbling effect or something like that when you sing out of key, and it tries to put your voice in key to whatever the key of the song is. So if you're singing good but slightly out of key, then it doesn't have to do as much work to get your voice in key, and it might sound a little more natural. I think Ozzy can still sing, but he probably does need a little help with auto-tune in the studio. Now live, I don't know how it's going to sound, but I'll say the same thing about Ozzy that I've said about Paul Stanley, Rob Halford, and a few other vocalists, that some vocalists their age, or a few vocalists their age, in my opinion, have earned the right to sing out of key a little bit, because they've given us literally decades of great music. And yeah, I mean, they weren't always perfect singers live, but sometimes they'd have their off nights. But they just gave us decades of great music with back in the time when there was no auto-tune. So I think they've earned a little bit of a right to be a little bit out of key. But anyway, that's my reaction. This was really badass. I'm still a huge fan of Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. That's going to do it for this reaction. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I just want to remind y'all again to please subscribe to my channel, and please like this video. And if you care to support my channel, there's a PayPal link in the description, or you can leave a tip through the Brave browser, which is a cryptocurrency browser. You can also donate through the Cash App using my email address, which is also in the description below. And you can tip through my other channel at odyssey.com, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. But donations to my channel are not necessary, they're not required. You can watch my videos for free, but any support for my channel is greatly appreciated. Thank you all once again for watching my reaction to Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9.